In the Netherlands, in the Huissen city, lies a house that is almost 300 years old. In it are tales of many who have passed through those halls, women who have hanged themselves, Nazi officers who have died there, and many others. Does this house still hold their spirits? Join us today as we look into the haunted Huis Binnenveld.
All right, everyone, welcome back to
Unknown,
Unsolved,
Unseen.
Triple U.
Woohoo! Welcome back to episode 57. I'm your frightening host, Frank.
I'm Sage.
Nothing, nothing spooky for you?
What's like a Halloween word that starts with an S?
Oh yeah, I did do alliteration on mine. Your spooky host, Sage.
I'm your spooky host, Sage.
And today we're going to be doing some spooky stuff. But first, just a real quick announcement. November 8th, the Carbondalian Festival, well, November 7th and 8th, the Carbondalian Festival is happening. Looks like we'll be there for November 7th and 8th because our boy is going to daycare boarding.
Yes, we found a wonderful boarder for our dog.
Yeah.
Which, like, you know.
Tough thing.
Tough thing to do for sure, but it sounds like he'll have fun.
Yeah. And last announcement, we'll play a little ad here for one of our fellow podcasts.
Some stories stay with you. The ones that make you glance over your shoulder, check the doors locked a second time, or laugh a little too loudly in the dark. That's the world of Kill Me Maybe. Every month, hosts Mac and Des unravel true crime, strange mysteries, and eerie tales that linger long after the episode ends. They're the ghouls next door, not detectives, but sharp enough to ask the questions and cheeky enough to keep it fun. Spooky season never ends here. Subscribe to Kill Me Maybe wherever you get your podcasts. Mac and Des are waiting, and you don't want to keep them waiting.
So go check them out then. So to keep up with the spooky season, we're going to be doing something on the theme, as we did last week with Creepy Clowns, which, great episode, did very well too. Today, we're going to be looking into a haunted house.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, do you know any famous haunted houses?
Do I know any famous haunted houses?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a trick question.
Do you?
The Whaley House.
Okay.
The technically the Winchester House, but we all know that that's kind of
hoax.
The Axe Murder House.
Lizzie Borden?
No. Well, that's one too. The Lizzie Borden House. Conjuring House.
Do you know any outside of America?
Probably not. To be honest.
Not many do, who are at least Americans. So I decided today we're going to be going international.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've never heard of this before.
So today we're going to be, first off, I'm going to mispronounce so many words, so forgive me, people. I don't speak Dutch, nor do I have their accent, despite there is Pennsylvania Dutch.
We do have like certain things that we say that are slightly like that are Pennsylvania Dutch that kind of are reminiscent of the Dutch language.
Yeah, but this is just straight up 100% Dutch.
Yeah, no, we don't know how to do that. I did take German for 2 years, though.
Okay, so maybe you can help on some of this.
Probably not. I know about 5 words.
Which are those 5 words?
Mein Name ist Sage.
That's how you say it in German?
Maybe.
That sounds like Spanish.
What is it?
No, that might be German.
It's mine. Like mine is M-E-I-N.
Mine. Okay, as I said, my, not mine.
No, mein Name ist.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Ciao. Auf Wiedersehen. Apfel is fruit, but not apple. And ik ben eine Drosche.
What does that mean?
I am a dragon.
Why that?
I don't know. Sometimes I can see the words and kind of tell what they are, but it's been a very long time.
Well, at least we can, say words. I don't know why it just made me think of, I got a stupid AI ad today, and it was for jeans, patriotic jeans.
What?
Yeah, I got ad on YouTube for patriotic jeans. It was like an AI voiceover, and it's like, when my father got these jeans, my father said, wow, these are the best jeans I ever had. Thank you so much. And then he started wearing his jeans, and then the jeans were so good after so much use, they never teared.
What?
Yeah, like tear, as in like a tear down your crying rather than tear. And I'm like, it was so cringe to listen to, and I wasn't by my phone, so I couldn't skip it. It's just like, my father was so happy when he opened them for Christmas. Best jeans he ever had, he told me. God damn. Shit's dumb. But back on today's topic, we'll be covering a location in a country we haven't covered yet. You know what country that is?
Netherlands?
Yeah, probably because I mentioned the Dutch and the Netherlands in the intro.
You also told me.
You also told me, hey, you know what? They don't need to know the behind the scenes of the spoilers I give you, okay?
That's okay. I did just look up on Google Translate, and I am right. It is meine Name ist Sage.
Okay. I don't know. My Spanish is kind of garbage, so
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what it is in Spanish.
I'm probably 100% wrong in Spanish, but I don't care. I BS'd my way through that. Quite literally BS'd my way.
I don't know. So that's something you should be proud of.
Look, I was more important with other things in school, okay? I was more focused.
Understandable. I took Latin for 2 years then, which is a useless language in terms of speaking. It's very useful in everything else. So
yeah. All right. So back to this. We're going to the land of the Dutch. Today we'll be looking into the haunted Huis Binnenveld mansion in Huissen, Netherlands.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like these pronunciations.
When I see Huissen, I always think of, because there's a region in Pokemon called the Hisui region. I almost want to say that every time.
Does it start with a W?
No. Huissen.
Okay.
So have you ever heard of this place besides what I've mentioned?
Not at all.
Well, neither had I until I was searching for random haunted places not in America, Canada, or the United Kingdom. I wanted to find something less talked about and covered, and it was tough finding something with enough to make a full episode. A lot of my searches for this information brought me to reviews of Disney's Haunted Mansion, the movie and the ride, because I would look up Haunted Huis Binnenveld Mansion, and it's like it only cared about the word haunted and mansion.
That sounds like Disney.
Yeah, and it's just like, half this is not even ghost stuff. It's stuff related to like this place in the background, which is fucking phenomenal. The background behind this place is funny as hell, part of it, and disturbing.
Okay.
Like, there's one guy who owned it, fucking crazy guy. He was actually in like international news at one point, and you might have heard his case before, because I heard of him before, but I didn't realize it was that guy until I saw.
Wait till we get there, because I want to be surprised.
You might know about, might not. Yeah. It does kind of relate to something that you do in your field.
I don't.
Because it relates to gender identity.
Okay. I don't think like it's bad for you to have.
What, all the non-ghost stuff?
Yeah, like I don't think it's bad to have.
Yeah, I just feel bad it's not as spooky, but like I wanted to do something people have not heard about. But you guys will like the background, it's funny. So, you ready to talk about this spooky mansion?
Yeah.
First, I want to give a trigger warning. There are mentions of suicide, Nazis, and brief bringing up domestic abuse. Or brief mentions, that's the word I was looking for. Atlas did not like what I said, so he got up and is walking over to another room because I said the word domestic abuse. Sir is now on the couch. Go into the window.
He's guarding us while we talk about this haunted house.
All right, to start, as usual for any of our Haunted Places episodes, I'm going to go over the history of the mansion. The city of Huissen or Huissen. I don't know. I always forget how I pronounced it last time. So this is Huissen.
Mm-hmm.
Is a Netherlands. It's a city. It's not a Netherlands. It's a city in the Netherlands, located in the Gelderland province. I think I did well with that one.
Yeah. I mean, I have no idea anything about the Netherlands. So
As of January 1st, 2020, the population of Huissen was 19,414 people. The first
small.
Not too bad size, though. We've talked about smaller places.
Yeah, but for a city.
Yeah.
That's pretty small.
I mean, we're a city. We're not that big. I don't know. There's only one town in all of Pennsylvania, as we've mentioned before, which is actually a fairly populated area, too.
I don't remember which one it is.
Bloomsburg.
Right.
Which is not like one of the smaller places.
No, there's a whole school there.
Yeah.
Like a whole college.
Yep. So back on this, the first mention of this city is from 1814 as Hosenheim, which I don't know why I laughed at the name of Hosenheim.
I don't know either, but it sounds like.
Do you find Hosenheim funny? I don't know why. When I read it, I'm pretty sure you're there. I like audibly laughed, and I do not know why Hosenheim is just so funny.
There's a hockey player who
is from Hosenheim.
No,
just kidding.
But the way that his name sounds gives me those vibes.
Really?
Yeah, I just saw a video about it the other day. It's fine. If I figure out what it is,
you'll interrupt in the middle and let me know.
I'll just tell you later.
All right. So it eventually received city rights in 1314 and became under Dutch ownership in 1816. Go forward a bit in time, and you have World War II. Shocker. That is what happens when you travel through time. The city was heavily damaged and destroyed by the war. Afterwards, much of the city was reconstructed in a traditionalist style, a way of preserving the history that could have been lost. So, like, a lot of buildings look older than what they actually are in that city. Now, let's get into the haunted house and the background behind it. This place is referred to as a house, a mansion, and it varies between whichever source you look at. So I think I refer to it as a house in the rest of my thing, despite saying mansion earlier, but it's tough to, I could not keep track of my thing, so I just chose on house midway through.
Mm-hmm.
So I may accidentally mingle it somewhere in the writings, hopefully not. So the place is referred to, and this is also where it gets mingled as well, as Huis Binnenveld Mansion or house. The Binnenveld House or Mansion, and the Huissen House or Huissen Mansion.
Is it the size of a mansion?
I don't think it. I think mansion's kind of subjective, probably, because
does it give
older.
You like
a mansion back then is probably different than a mansion now.
Well, yeah, but does it give like dimensions or anything?
Nope.
Square footage?
Nope.
Oh, because like the Winchester House, like that could qualify as a mansion. That's massive.
Yeah. It was bigger before an earthquake took out a lot of it. Yeah. Hence why it looks so weird now, is because the earthquake took out portions of it.
Yeah. I prefer the story of she was trying to get away from all the people's souls that were killed by family's guns.
I prefer the truth that a earthquake took down various portions that could not be rebuilt.
I know, but how fun would it be, like, for that to be a ghost story that's real?
But a lot of the ghost story was made by a guy who was personally mad at her and wanted to ruin her reputation, because also she was a woman too.
All right.
So I'm going to go the feminist and truthful side of it.
You got me there.
But it's actually a very interesting story. I have that on my list for episodes to do later on, whenever we have more dedicated people who won't get too turned off when I tell the truth. Some people get upset whenever they're confronted with this one. And if you're listening now, you're upset. Tough shit. Truth is, that's not the real story behind the Winchester House.
It's giving the subreddit cryptozoology.
God, true cryptozoology now surpassed cryptozoology and like the amount of people who go on it regularly. And it's probably because the true cryptozoology guy who made it, I don't know what the fuck this man does in his free time, in his actual life, because he just spends all day posting like hoaxes and other dumb shit on there. And if you dare say it's not real, he will ban you, typically from the subreddit. Like, dude is your fucking typical Redditor who lives there. I got a neck beard, all your stereotypes. I don't like him. He's annoying.
Okay.
Back to this. This house was built in 1735. It's 10 years away from 300 years old. Just a little old, I'd say.
Just a wee bit.
Yeah. And
Isn't American history, though, like, smaller than that?
Yeah. We're hitting 250 years next year.
Oh yeah, 2026.
Yeah. Well, for like the country itself.
Yeah, since independence.
Plenty before it. Plenty before it with colonial times, and then thousands of years before with indigenous.
Yeah. I just mean like in terms of when
the country was founded.
Yeah, like independence.
Yep. So in 1813, the house came under the ownership of the Vermas family. They modernized it. 1800s modernization. So not up to today's modernization. 1813 modernization is very far off from ours.
Just a little.
Yeah. The family would own the building until it was sold in 2008 to Emil Rattleband. Do you know who Emil Rattleband is?
I do not get. I don't know.
Well, you're not a Dutch person, so I'm not surprised. I wasn't familiar with him either until I looked into the case. He is a well-known figure in the Netherlands from what I've seen, and he did make international news for a little bit.
Okay. In 2008 when he bought the house?
No. For other stuff after, and more, I think 2019 was when it was. I'm going to go into this stuff. This dude's fucking wild.
I was going to say, like, if it was in 2008, like, the internet and stuff like that, the way that we know it now, didn't really exist, so I don't know how I would have seen it. But if it's 2019, there's a possibility I could have seen it.
Yeah. So he initially rose to prominence as being a Dutch entrepreneur who introduced neurolinguistic programming to the public in the 1980s. I'm not familiar with what that is or what that was, but, it made him famous.
Okay.
Later on, he was a motivational coach. That's when controversy started to come. Yeah,
like a life coach?
Yeah, like a positivity guru. And in 2003, he dabbled in politics too, and I forgot to mention that, but he's a man of controversial statements and a man who sued to lower his age by 20 years. He is the guy who wanted to change how he identified, like a gender identity, but for his age.
I don't remember this happening.
I do remember this in the international news, and I didn't realize. I'm pretty sure this is the guy.
Is that... What the fuck? Like, for what purpose?
I think it was like to help him on dating websites, he mentioned, because he identifies as 20 years younger. Because he was like, if people can identify as other genders, then I can identify as younger.
That's definitely not how that works. Also, that's really creepy.
Yeah.
Like, very, very creepy.
No, he wanted to go from being born in 1949 to 1969, so he's still old as fuck at that point.
Hey, don't say that. My dad was born in that year. Don't say that. That's mean.
Sorry.
Being in your 50s is not... Your mom's in your 50s. Jesus.
Dude, I didn't take that out.
No, but come on. 49 isn't that old either. It's in their 70s. Like, for being born in 49, being 70 would be crazy, but, like, hitting the 70s now isn't...
Look, from looking at pictures, this guy has had gray hair since, like, the 90s. So,
okay,
like,
people in their 20s get gray hair,
I know.
Frank.
I don't think he looks much different, but
You're just lucky that you don't have that.
I guess people discriminate against him on dating sites because he's too old.
Because, one, you're on a fucking dating website. As, like, a grown-ass 70-something-year-old. In 2019, how old would he have actually... He would have been 70?
Wait. Yeah. You want to identify as 50 instead of 70.
You're being discriminated against because you're 70 years old on a fucking dating website. Go to the nursing home and find your next partner. Jesus. That's horrible. That's literally horrible.
Yeah, I just looked up. So the case is actually 2018. He was 69 years old at the time, and he wanted to legally change his age to 49, arguing that he felt younger and faced discrimination, particularly on dating apps.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so like the BBC, NPR, Guardian, USA Today, all of them, Find the Law, CNN, they all have articles on this dude.
So what, I'm assuming that, that wasn't granted.
Oh, no. The courts rejected it.
Because that's really fucking stupid.
Just dating sites even, like,
Yeah, you're.
I don't. Okay, I'm not trying to discriminate. I'm sorry if I offended anybody with my ageist comments. Should I get rid of some of the? Should we? Who is 49 and going on dating sites like this?
I mean, like, it depends on the dating website because I know that there are dating websites for like older individuals.
No, I'm pretty sure he cited Tinder and what he was talking about.
Well, then, yeah, that's really fucked up because that's all like 20-year-olds.
Yeah, there's a lot younger people on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of his things.
One of his things?
Yeah, he was also a part-time owner of. At one point an owner of a haunted house too. But back on other things about this guy because I just like
a different haunted house to the one you're talking about.
No, this one.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I had put it in a list, but we kind of went to a tangent in the middle of the list.
That's okay.
I just wanted to mention some other things real quick. First, controversial statements. These include anti-LGBTQ, followed by pro-LGBTQ not long after he received backlash, stating that Osama bin Laden was justified in 2006 in a Christian publication.
What?
Yes. I told you Osama bin Laden is going to be mentioned in this episode. Emil Radovan in 2006 said Osama bin Laden was just justified.
I hate this guy.
Oh, don't worry, you'll hate him more.
Oh, fuck.
And this is more recent. I think this one was in 2019. This was on Twitter. He said that Hitler was right on 90% of things he did.
What 90%, bro?
I don't know.
Because this fucker killed the Jews and the Gypsies and whatever. I don't know the other ones.
Millions across Europe.
Yeah. He also like did horrific torturing twin studies and shit.
Yeah, but
and the other fucked up shit that him and his Nazi bros did.
But that wasn't all he said in that statement, too. He encouraged people to occupy parliament and sentence politicians to death.
Dude, hold on. This dude, I'm getting a mental health vibe.
Well,
like, I'm getting a vibe of there's something there.
I am not done with talking about him. Thank you. He eventually was fined for this and emigrated to Thailand. This dude was something else. And I'll get back to him in a little bit because there's more crazy stuff related to the house.
So, like, he was fined for, like, threats?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then he went to Thailand, of all places?
Yeah, that's where he emigrated to in 2021.
Interesting.
I don't know. Dude's weird as shit. I think also he's looking for younger people, and Thailand is a place where you can get that, if I'm not mistaken. Now, back to the house. It got a lot of attention when he purchased it, especially because he was a famous person in the country at the time. This is 2008.
What was he actually famous for?
For that linguistic thing. And then becoming a positivity guru or whatever.
Okay.
He was apparently important enough to invite him to write an article in a Christian publication in 2006 about how Osama bin Laden did nothing wrong.
He probably was not as important after that.
No. This is 2 years after. He was still pretty well known.
Well known is different than being important, though.
Yeah. Now, back again to the house. He planned on restoring the place and living there, but his wife at the time refused to live in a haunted house. This led to some interesting circumstances for the house. As Rattleband wasn't living there, he wanted to prevent squatters. So he hired a squatter guard to keep people from living there. So, like, you hire somebody to live there, and then they leave when you're done. Well, when he had no more need for the squatting guard, the guard wouldn't leave. There is some irony there.
Oh my god. So you paid somebody
to prevent squatters.
And then they themselves were like, you know what, this is a good gig.
I'm
also going to squat.
Yeah, there is a irony.
I want to feel bad for this guy, but fuck him.
Oh, it gets even worse. Now, the rest is alleged. I need to specify because I don't know if this guy listens to stuff and wants to sue, but because the charges were dropped for lack of evidence.
Okay.
So this is actually a technically unsolved crime. So, get some true crime bonus here. The allegations were that Rattlewind used a firebomb to get the squatter guard out of his house, lighting the haunted Huis Binnenveld on fire. He was arrested for suspected arson 3 or 4 years later. I don't know what year the firebomb happened, but he's arrested in 2012. But as I said earlier, the charges were dropped due to lack of evidence. But it is heavily implied in some of these that he is the one who lit the fire to get the guy out.
I don't even know where to begin. How stupid the logic is of that, if that's how it went down.
Yeah.
You're squatting in my house. I want you out, so I'll burn my house down.
Yes. He didn't want the house anymore because he's trying to sell, but there's some unsolved true crime for you guys today as well. A little bonus.
Unsolved, quote unquote.
Now, back to the house again. Rattleman eventually sold the house within like a year buying it to Johan Vlemix in 2009. And another famous like celebrity in the Netherlands at the time. He was a millionaire. I think he was like a singer or something. I didn't really look too much into his background because he wasn't that crazy.
Yeah, this is giving like Matt Rife buying the Conjuring house or whatever.
Yeah. So he intended to use the place to establish his own television station there. This failed, and he, for a time, converted it into a haunted hotel where you could sleep in coffins. That didn't do too well either, so he sold it to a developer, and he sold it for a good amount of money, but he had to drop it down like 50,000 euros, which is, I think, like $70,000 at the time.
Sleeping in coffins would be like both terrifying, but also super dope.
Yeah.
I know some people who would enjoy that shit.
Now, he sold to a developer, and the house still stands to this day. In 2019, the house was restored, and the house and barn, I forgot to mention there was a barn there too, have been used for apartments. It is a Rijksmonument, also known in English as a national monument.
So it's a national monument, but they turned it into apartments?
Yes.
Oh. That's like kind of disappointing.
I don't know how the apartments are or whatnot, but
I guess I'm happy that like it's being used for something and not sitting abandoned.
Yeah. Now, there are a few more details about the house, and then we get to the spooky. And don't worry, guys, Emil Rattleband will come back, and I will give even more shitty details about him, too. And that part's in the spooky part. So, I found some information on the house. This is when it was on sale at one point from Johan Vlemix. It has 6 bedrooms, an attic, a bar, like an old-timey bar, a cellar, caskets, which were the coffins that you could sleep in that were included in the sale, and a mini theater. The house was on the market for 350,000 euros, originally for 400,000 euros. But at the time of the sale for 350,000 euros, that was $431,207 US dollars. So it was originally on sale for close to $500,000, I think a little over for US.
For a mansion, though, that's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's an older mansion.
Yeah, but I mean, you think now Victoria mansions sell for millions.
He desperately wanted to get rid of it because I'll go into that too. And this is also £305,699 for all you British people out there, because I know we have a decent amount of British listeners. All right, and then there is a pond outside the building as well. As I kind of mentioned earlier, it is a house and a barn, so it's a decent amount of land. It was the front area of the Battle of Arnhem during World War II. In 1770, there was a devastating flood in the area too. Hundreds of people of Huissen attempted to seek shelter at the house. Many tried, but unfortunately 200 died in the flooding. That's a factual tragedy from what I could find. I will go over some more tragedies, but they're all like alleged because there's no real good documentation.
Oh, okay.
All right, Sage, are you ready for Spooky Ghost?
Yes, hit me up with it.
We got into the spooky. It only took us like 25 minutes to get into the spooky. Through the various people who have lived in the house through the centuries, multiple have reported strange happenings. There were enough reports that got attention of Ghost Hunters International. This is the spin-off of like Ghost Hunters, like TAPS. They have some very classic episodes, like this one that they did, Amsterdamned, and the episode on Hitler's ghost. So that's our double Hitler mention today. There's an episode on Hitler's ghost.
He can fuck off.
Hey, yeah, I agree. So their episode on the house is one of my better sources for the spooky stuff. They were there when Johan Vlemix owned the house. And yeah, so that was what they did. And the second half of the episode was like a Nazi prison where apparently Nazis took prostitutes. It was a wombo combo episode.
Jesus Christ.
a lot of this shit I saw from that Ghost Hunters International was like stuff in Europe, and it was like associated with Nazis somehow. And I'm like, I don't know if I like this.
Yeah.
Now, the hauntings at this house are pretty well known in the area, giving the house yet another name. Het Spook House. Het Spook House. I like the way it's spelled because it's spook, Huis. But like I want to say Het Spook House. But I think it's pronounced more house or hoes. Het Spook House.
I don't know.
But that translates to haunted house. Very, very good name for just haunted house. When it was listed for sale, as I previously mentioned, the fact that it was allegedly haunted was brought up in the listing even. So Johan Vlemix made sure to mention that in the listing. Now, strange happenings in the house varies. Locals feel an odd sense of being watched when they pass the house, and some just get an overall eerie vibe too. They claim mist will occasionally shroud the house, and the ghosts of white women are said to be seen in and around the pond. And when I mean white women, I don't mean like white women like people. Like I'm talking ghostly white.
Ooh. Well, that tracks, I would say.
Yeah, and there are even more tales of what's going on in the house, and those mostly come from Emil Rattleband and Johan Vlemix. Besides them, the only other things you can find vaguely is ghostly figures and sounds have been reported for decades before by residents, but we didn't get details till the two famous guys got the house. After the two celebrities both owned the house, we got a lot more stories about what hauntings happened there. So you ready to hear some of those special ones?
Yes.
So I'll start with Emil Rattleband. Rattleband, might be. When he bought the house, he didn't believe in any of the paranormal humbo-jumbo nonsense. But after a short time owning it, he became a believer.
A believer.
I was going to say a believer. That's a Justin Bieber believer, right? Yeah, I was going to say that. I'm like,
this is like why we're married.
Yeah. So, and we'll get into more shitty shit he'd done. His reports include strange banging sounds, phantom piano music that was unexplainable, and other weird noises. When these incidents would occur, there would be no one in the house that could be creating these odd and eerie noises. These unsettled Rattleband and his family. His wife was adamant about not living there and said she felt it in the ground and in the soil and the dirt, and that this place was haunted is what she felt, and she claimed to feel the devil there. She would divorce Emil shortly after this and got custody of their kids. Rattleband associated all of that with the house, the divorce, and
not the fact that he's a giant piece of shit.
Yes, and in 2016, I think his next wife, he did get accused of and found guilty, like civilly or whatever, of domestic abuse.
Fuck this dude.
Yeah, so...
No wonder your wives fucking left you, piece of shit. It's Domestic Violence Awareness Month, just so everybody knows. I'm going to use this as a PSA to check on your friends, no matter how happy they are.
Yeah, but
and keep it. I know that breast cancer awareness overshadows this month a lot, but it is also domestic violence awareness, so we wear purple.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you for letting people know. So back on this guy, he actually told Ghost Hunters International in an interview for the episode that the house with the reason his wife left him and he can't see his kids anymore.
Jesus.
And this is what I write here. Where is it? Nothing to do with his totally not controversial statements or allegedly trying to burn down the house, or that later he was found assaulting his wife. Well, future wife. Totally nothing to do with him seemingly being a bit of a crazy guy and a shithead.
Oh no, he's like definitely a piece of shit.
Yeah, interesting
Straight up.
Guy. Don't forget, guys, he's told us nothing wrong.
And that the Nazis were 90% correct.
Yep.
So fuck this dude in every which way, man. Every orifice. That was a little harsh, sucks. But I feel like he deserves it. Whether or not I know you're saying a lot of this is alleged, right? But the charges that he got, the burning
the house down. That is alleged.
But everything else is like...
Oh, yeah. The other stuff is like fact. He said it.
Like he got civilly convicted of domestic violence?
Yep.
All right, well then I don't feel as bad.
I'm going to just double check here on Wikipedia. Oh, he's also a nonfiction writer. Yeah, his Wikipedia page is what he is, his biography, then controversy, and then legal issues.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, wait. In 2021, Rattleman was convicted of libel because of statements he made about one of his ex-wives. And yeah, one of his. Where is it?
Was it from the Ghost Hunters International? What is that about them?
No, this is 2021, so it's beyond. He was accused of abusing a child in 2020. And yeah, that was I don't see where that came out. In 2015, he was convicted of assaulting his ex-wife. In 2013, he was acquitted of threatening her. Rattleman's conviction was later upheld by higher courts. He was convicted of assaulting, but acquitted of threatening. I feel like you'd more get the threaten easily than the assault.
Yeah. Interesting. This dude's fucked.
Yeah, I guess, and then it says the court had strong indicators that Rattleman had ordered the attempted fire, but it could not be convicted because they didn't have strong enough evidence, but they had it was, I guess, like a 50-50, but they couldn't get enough.
Bitch. I have nothing nice to say about this
I'm
guy.
seeing more stuff and like stuff about slurs and whatnot. Oh my goodness. I looked at the Dutch wiki page for him. The English one makes him look even worse.
Well,
yeah. Oh, he described bin Laden as an enlightened thinker.
oh my god.
Stating that the September 11th attacks were part of bin Laden's divine plan. And even in 2011, he doubled down and labeled him as a freedom fighter with clean principles.
Bro, no fucking way.
Whoa. So in 2006, it looks like 2005 is when he called him a enlightened thinker. 2006, he said he did nothing wrong. 2011 is when he said he clear principles.
And bin Laden was killed in 2011, right?
Yes. This must have been right before he died.
May 1st, same day as Hitler. Allegedly.
Oh, man. Here's anti-Semitism, too, on this guy.
Well, he's a big fan of the Nazis, Frank. No fucking duh.
Slurs against black people, too. Holy shit.
All right.
Oh, and the political thing, he started his own party.
I'm just getting irritated, so can we continue on with
this guy fucking sucks.
Spooky stories? If you want to know more about him, go check, I guess out the English
The Wikipedia
wiki.
The Wikipedia page is pretty damning on him.
Yeah.
Man, I like how he used to be famous because he brought a programming thing to the Dutch people, and then he's like,
well, that's a pseudoscience.
What? Neurolinguistic
programming.
Oh.
It's not like a fact-based, really. It's based on communication.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know if that was like computer programming or. Oh, okay.
No, neurolinguistic is. Linguistic is communication. Neuro is brain.
So pseudoscience that he brought to them.
Yeah.
Then he was a positivity guru. Then he was a total piece of shit.
The dude's been fucked since the day he was born.
Jeez.
I'm sure there's a few things that he did okay.
No,
but
I don't
everything
think
is
so.
overshadowed.
I'm not seeing anything.
Everything is overshadowed by the fact that he's a fucking asshole.
All right, so let's be done with this dickhead now and go to the next guy, who's considerably less of a piece of shit.
Can I read to you what the definition of neurolinguistic is?
For this or just for me?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, actually, wait, so Sage, what's the definition of this neurolinguistic?
It's a pseudoscientific approach to communication, personal development, and psychotherapy that posits a connection between neurological processes, language, and behavioral patterns. It was created in the 1970s by Richard Bandler and John Grinder. Yeah. What's this guy's name?
Emil Rattenchild. No, Fuck, it's in front of me. I don't. Hold up. Rattleband. But he brought it to the Netherlands.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, it's all. I don't know. It's technically pseudoscientific. But it uses a lot of techniques from traditional psychotherapy.
Okay.
And I don't know that information off the top of my head. I just want everyone to know I looked it up on Google.
So we just like dunking on this guy is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
All right, next dude. Johan Vlemix took ownership and reported more ghostly happenings. The paranormal started even before he made it to the house. On his way there, his GPS stopped working, causing him to have to stop at a gas station to look for directions. The map book he found there had the pages regarding Huissen torn out of the map book. But he couldn't even find the place because the only page torn out of the map book was the map he needed. Even more, his car suffered a blowout, making him late to his appointment by 4 hours.
It shit itself?
Yeah, I guess.
What the fuck is a blowout on a car?
I don't know. I'm not a car
like his
guy.
Engine blew? Like, okay.
I guess. All of this was on the same day as he bought the house. A coincidence? Or the house preparing him?
The house was preparing him, yo. It was like, you fuck, buddy.
So he quickly began to believe the tales of the haunted house, or dare I call it the Het Spook House. Het Spookhuis.
Is that like the Netherlands?
The
Dutch
remember
way?
We went over that earlier?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
It's been a little bit because we took a 30-minute break here.
Yeah, I just was confused for a second because I was like, what do you mean? But now I understand.
He claimed some of the following things happened to him. You ready for this list?
I love when people claim things.
The chandelier would randomly start swinging in a way that somebody would have to be pushing it. He reported the same ghostly piano music that Rattleband reported. Doors would randomly close on their own with some force behind it. This one is kind of funny, honestly. A pigeon flew into the face of Vlemix while he was in the attic.
I'm pretty sure that's just coincidental.
I could wholly see this as being explainable as just a clumsy pigeon stuck in an attic, but maybe a ghost put the pigeon in there. Or even worse, it could be ghost pigeon.
I wouldn't even say that it was like a clumsy pigeon. I just think the pigeon
would be, yeah, you know, that's also true.
Like, where else was he going to go? He's probably trying to go for the exit.
Or ghost pigeon.
Ghost pigeon could definitely be possible.
I think we're going ghost pigeon, but this is one that's brought up. He's like, there was a pigeon in the attic and it flew into his face.
Like, that's not haunted, man. That dude just wanted to get out and you were in front of the door that got you in there.
I just... This one's
insane. These guys are insane.
I am liking this case more and more as we talk about it. This one's just so goofy, too.
It is goofy. It's good after a Killer Clowns episode.
So he heard the mysterious noises and bangings previously reported. On the first floor bedroom, he reported that there was a phantom light in the top corner of a room. It was like an old-time lamp type light. It was just in the top corner of a room, and it was there for 5 minutes and then went away. I don't know what that could be.
I don't know. That's creepy.
And then he would hear the sounds of people walking in the attic above him. One room with a large double-doored closet was an interesting event. He walked into the room and the closet doors exploded open. Like they just basically were both open from inside of the closet forcefully, but nobody was there. He could only stand there, terrified and shaking afterwards. He did mention that. He's like, I was shaking after.
It's not like funny that he was scared, but it's also kind of funny the way he describes it.
He suffered from personal loss, too, at this time that he attributes to the house.
Oh, did his wife divorce him, too?
His girlfriend left him. Oh. He lost 517,000 euros.
On the house?
I guess in business, on the house and business ventures failing or something.
That just means you're a terrible businessman.
Yeah, and this was by the time of the Ghost Hunters episode. And it was also reported that he started having health problems.
Maybe the house is just old and moldy?
That too. There was...
Maybe that's why the pigeon hit him in the head.
Oh my God. Maybe they're from the pigeon.
Mm.
And here's another haunting one. There was water leaking from the ceiling.
Was there a bathroom or right above it?
I don't know. It can be attributed he attributed to the paranormal rather than the house being close to 300 years old.
Yeah, I'm sure the plumbing's not that great.
Or, when it rains.
Yeah.
Or there's dew in the morning on there and might seep through shit. I mean, this house is older than the country, the United States of America. It survived World War II and World War I, and it's still there, but it's aging. It was modernized in 1813.
When was it? Do you know when? Like it was. Look, so it was restored. You said in the end of
2019.
Does restored also mean that they put in like plumbing and stuff like that?
Probably did. There's probably plumbing in there.
Like probably
that gets updated occasionally, but probably not well kept based on the house turning hands. Because it had just gone from a family who'd owned for so long ago, sold to Rattle Band, and then Rattle Band kept it for a year, including allegedly trying to light it on fire even at one point, and having a squatting guard end up squatting.
Dude sucks.
And then Vlemix has it, and there's a leak at one point, and so therefore ghost. Like the ghost pigeon and the ghost leak.
Bullshit.
It's just so goofy.
It is goofy. For sure.
Now, on the rest of the sightings, I'm going to mention parts of the house's history that I find stated multiple times, but sometimes it seems that it can't be 100% confirmed because there aren't really records of it.
Okay.
So during World War II, a German soldier died in the house. The means and details of his death are not given.
Where is this located compared to where the war efforts were?
Netherlands, I think that's close to the middle of the Netherlands.
Well, I mean, how did a German soldier get
there's
there?
a battle there. Germany took the Netherlands because Amsterdam's there, which is where Anne Frank was and stuff. They captured that country and then it was liberated.
I had no idea that's where Amsterdam was.
Yep.
So everyone's aware I suck at geography.
It's close enough to... Well, it's still in the same country because the episode for Ghost Hunters is called Amsterdammned.
I love that. That's ridiculous, but I love that. That's hilarious.
So, back
Creative.
on this, also throughout the history, 4 women have been claimed to have hanged themselves in the attic.
Oh. Their husbands were probably assholes.
Who knows? In the attic, Vlemix reported finding a rope up there, and that every time he took it to the basement or any other floor, it would somehow end up back in the attic in the same spot.
Why are we not just leaving it then?
I don't know. He claimed to also see a ghostly figure hanging in the attic at one occasion, and then, because I told you he converted this place to a hotel for some time, one woman who stayed in the attic with her boyfriend reported hearing a woman scream in the attic while they were there, and there was nobody else it could have been. After hearing ghostly voices in the basement, he also consulted a psychic who told him that a body was buried in the basement. When he went to look, they found a spot where the body would be, and they dug it up, and there's no body yet down there.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Ghost Hunters International didn't find much. Actually, I watched the episode. They thought they heard ghostly talking and some items swaying. Upon review, the item swaying, it seems the front door was open and a draft was coming through. And it seems like stuff in the house didn't close well, so a lot of stuff was drafty.
So we didn't think to shut the front door?
No.
Shut the front door!
And they didn't see much besides some little unexplained noises that were quiet, which also I think could just be a house settling or something, and couldn't conclude that it was haunted.
Well, I think old houses and stuff we experienced it here.
Weird noises because the house fucking
shit.
settles. This thing is 115 years old now.
Yeah.
And the next year will be 115. This is 1911, right?
1910. So it is 115. Yeah.
Now,
oh my gosh, our house is over 1/3
wow.
the age of this one.
Now, I do want to go over the most annoying part of the Ghost Hunters investigation, and you're going to get pissed about this.
Oh, damn.
One of the investigators, Susan, tried to reach out to the first woman who completed suicide in the house. She blamed this woman for making the other three complete suicide and chastised her for taking the easy way out.
No fucking way.
But she couldn't complete her thought because they heard something downstairs and were pulled off of that.
For starters, thank you for using the term complete suicide.
Yep. But she's like, the easy way out, suicide. And before she said something else, I was like, I think I heard something.
Well, I'm glad someone did that to end that because that's really fucked up.
Yeah, it pissed me off. I'm like, oh my.
I mean, you can think whatever you want about suicide, but
yeah,
it's not the easy way out.
Yep. If you need help, get help. There's hotlines out there. This episode's not focused on that, but I want to let you know if you need help, there's help out there.
It's been defunded quite a bit, but 988 is still active as a suicide and crisis hotline. They've just defunded the LGBTQ plus portion of it. So if you need help, you need to seek help, please do so. Reach out to someone.
Took a little bit of a turn. Back on other fun stuff on this. They did also move the rope out of the attic, and lo and behold, it didn't move.
No shit. At least they have some integrity, I guess.
Yeah, and then there was one other documented investigation. I only looked at the summary of it because I didn't feel like buying for $8.50 a DVD of this. This is from Ghost Circle, who I have no idea who the hell they are. They had a psychic medium who joined them for this, and they claimed some curious things. This is from the psychic. They felt the presence of dozens of spirits. One of them was a Nazi officer, another a woman abuser, and others were victims of being hanged, and some were murdered.
Is that a direct quote?
Hold up, let me find the direct quote. I do have the direct quote up here.
I don't like that they say woman abusers.
Dozens of presences, including Nazi officers, plural, a woman abuser, several hangings and murders in the house.
An abuser is an abuser. No need to specify.
I don't know. This is old. I don't even know how much this is. If I were to, I think this is like $10 if I wanted to buy this. That's not worth it.
That's all right.
Yeah. So I didn't buy that. I ain't buying that. You ain't gonna catch me in that.
Catch me outside. How about that?
They claim to capture EVPs, which is electronic voice phenomenon, in case you guys didn't know what that was, ghostly knocks, and a singing voice. I don't own the DVD, as I said earlier, nor did I find a copy online for free, like the Ghost Hunters International episode, which is on YouTube. I wasn't going to buy it.
So fair.
So
I'm glad that you didn't spend our money on that.
I should have helped the Ghost Circles. You know, the people of Ghost Circle did need money too. Don't know anything about them. All I know is this little bit. God bless them.
Oh my lord.
God bless everybody in this episode too that we talked about. Bunch of lost souls that need help. That's one way of definitely putting a bunch of spot.
Yeah. I won't be dignifying that with a response, but all right.
So, also, I forgot this. At the end of the Ghost Hunters episode, the woman there, I think it was the same one who made the shitty claims. She's like, "Well, Johan, it might just be you're in a streak of bad luck, and things are going to get better. Trust me, I believe things are going to get better for you." And I'm like, "What?"
I hate this woman. And this sucks because I love Taps. I think Ghost Hunters is one
But this isn't the regular crew.
I know. I'm just saying, I love Ghost Hunters. The integrity that they have and the work that they do, I think, is some of the best ghost hunting that's out there. Especially compared to Ghost Adventures. Yeah. Even though Ghost Adventures gets more.
They did good. They did good on being good with there's no evidence. We're finding nothing here, and they showed it. Yeah. But then this bitch.
It just sucks that there's comments being made that go against their own and their own name.
All right.
Don't say that shit, everybody. Just don't fucking say that shit.
That's all I had for the haunted happenings. The only thing I have to mention left is, what could this be? Could be just, people psyching themselves out, a hoax, mass hysteria. As the Ghost Hunter said, just seems like nothing happened there. You just had bad luck coinciding with it. Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem like anything has happened really since, because everything that is talked about basically ends with Johan getting selling the place to the developer, and it becomes apartments.
And no one in the apartments has come out and said that anything's happened?
Not that I have found. So I
feel like we've seen that before, where
Eamon's on the demon house.
Yeah, well, in the Watcher house.
Oh, yeah. Watcher House, the Demon House.
I'm pretty sure the Watcher House had.
Not paranormal, but they didn't get letters after they moved.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
It just goes to show you that two things could be happening. One, guys are assholes and they're making all of it up. Or two, they're such bad people that negative energy like latches onto them and like disrupts their life.
The second guy didn't sound like a bad person. The first guy, 100%, he's a bad guy.
Well, maybe it's just residual then to the second guy. He's like, you're a man too.
He loved Hitler and Bin Laden so much that there was too much negative energy for one guy to handle, so it stayed there for a while.
Yeah, that's literally just putting that into a sentence. He loved Hitler and Osama bin Laden so much. What? Not a sentence I ever thought I'd hear in my lifetime.
I just can't believe when I looked at this guy, I'm like, I wonder if in his personal Wikipedia page, if it's going to be anything about his time at the house. I'm like, and then there's like section, praise to Osama bin Laden in controversy section, praise Hitler as well. I'm like, what am I looking at here? I'm like, this is supposed to be a ghost story, but hey, this helped me pad the minutes.
True.
Yeah, those are the real big explanations. Is it could be just drafty and people are thinking it's ghost. They could be hoaxing us. They could be hallucinating. The stress of buying a shittiest place might, make you think things.
Been there.
Yeah, so
But I mean, too, like, mold toxicity can create hallucinations and stuff like that. If it's an old house and there's water coming from places, like, that's always a possibility.
Yeah. Definitely not built up to code at the time, probably.
Probably not. But I gotta say that I don't know that I believe this one.
Well, let me give my conclusion here real quick.
Okay.
In conclusion, the haunted Huis Binnenveld mansion or house is a nearly 300-year-old building that has stood the test of time. Many have come through those doors, and allegedly many have died in those doors and halls as well. Do they still roam the halls and ponds and lands of the area? Or is it all just a hoax? That's for you to decide. And
I have decided that it's a hoax.
All right.
Everyone else,
I'm
share your
trying to
opinions.
give my 1 to 10s. How many ghost pigeons hitting you in the face out of 10 do you rate this place?
10 ghost pigeons meaning 100% it's real?
Yeah.
3.
I'm going to say, I'm also going to share the 2 ghost pigeons out of 10.
Yeah, it's definitely not giving like 5 or above.
No, it's not.
But I also feel like 4 is like a little too close to 5.
And, everyone has the right to believe what they want, but like, I don't believe in this, like the stuff like this psychic is going on about. I don't believe any of that. You're just like.
I do believe in like psychics and those that are clairvoyant. Like, I myself have experienced things like that, like, throughout my lifetime. I think that psychics that get themselves involved into situations like this, where they're saying there's a dead body in the basement, or, like, psychics who get involved in crime, like, the only psychic allowed in crime is Psych, like the guy from Psych. And even then, he's not a psychic, he's just really observant.
Oh my God, there's actually on Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, there's there's an episode about like these psychics who get involved with this stuff. And
I hate that.
He showed it, some news did a segment a while ago and he showed clips from it where they were like with the psychic in a diner asking them, hey, can you help find my son? They've been lost for this long. And the psychic explained all the stuff about him. It's like, oh, really? Well, he's sitting in the booth behind you. And like the guy was there the whole time. And it's like, oh, okay. And then I think it was like they left real quick.
Wow.
They like make up so much random shit. There's actually a whole South Park episode on it where all of these psychics are trying to solve crimes, and then Eric Cartman realizes that it's a good money-making scheme. So what does he do? He starts using his psychic powers to all of a sudden figuring out that all the other psychics are like murderers or something.
Jesus.
And so the cops kill them all, and he's the only one left.
Jesus.
And at one point, like the cops have like a motel surrounded with all of them, and the last guy like goes out and is like, has his one hand to his head and the other reach out. He's like, I'm gonna blow up your guys' minds. Like he has a weapon.
Oh, dear Lord.
It's so stupid. I haven't seen that in forever. I'm just trying to think about it from memory. Yeah, I think that's all we have for today.
Yeah, let us know on your scale, or Frank's scale of the flying pigeons.
How many ghost pigeons hitting you in the face out of 10 do you rate this place, guys?
Yeah, 10 being it's 100% real and haunted, 1 being like, no.
And maybe there's better sources out there that I don't know because I don't speak Dutch. There was one place that, like a Dutch news site that I had to pay for if I wanted to read it, so I just didn't read it.
We're not at a point right now where we can really afford to pay for
I'm not
news
spending $5 for one news article for an episode on one that I like kind of care about and have other mediocre sources for.
Yeah.
Including talking about a guy liking Osama bin Laden.
I hate this guy.
Yeah, he's still alive.
You're listening because you want to figure out if we're shit talking you.
We
you
are.
Want to get us for libel, whatever.
We have freedom of speech here in America.
We said alleged. We said alleged about the fire stuff, but everything else is on paper, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll say whatever I want about you.
Don't beat your partners or your kids, bro.
I think I'm actually accused of abusing his son too in there. He got arrested for warrant was issued for arresting his son. For kidnapping his son or something. He took his son from like his ex-wife's place or something, and I guess
she wouldn't let me see him. I had to see him.
The ghost did it. The ghost took her from me.
The ghost put the idea in my mind. But then he come.
She took the children, and the ghost made her do it. All right. I think it's time to wrap it up here after this tomfoolery of an episode. So thank you guys for listening. If you're enjoying what you're listening to, please go check us out on our socials, our Instagram and our TikTok. And if you're really liking what we're doing, give us a like, follow, rate, review on whatever you're on. Every single little bit happens. Tell your friends, family. And don't forget, check out the Carbondalian Festival on November 7th and 8th in
we might see you there.
Yeah, because we're definitely going. With that being said, thank you everyone for coming. And I'm going to sign us off here.
Take it away.
And remember
to look for
the unknown,
the unsung,
and the unseen.
Thanks for listening.
Bye, guys.
Stay spooky.
Yep, and duck in case the pigeon flies at you.